I often talk about on my channel how I despise when other people want to feel my feelings for me. So people see me fasting and they feel like, oh my god, I must be suffering. People see me going out as a single guy and they think I must be lonely when I'm having the best time of my life. When I'm feeling really good from fasting, people want to impute that I'm suffering from it. I often rave about that. But this past month, I realized I didn't really practice what I preach. I have a client that I feel that way about too, and I realized I didn't practice what I preach. I do private tutoring, and all of it is happening over Zoom right now, obviously. And I had one student who was normally very good, but one time he showed up and he was eating throughout the whole session. Over a 90-minute tutoring session, he was just munching away on something. And to his credit, he realized he wasn't very presentable that way, and he turned off his camera. And as I'm tutoring him, I realized he was being very distracted because he would be talking, and mid-sentence he'd want to reach for something. And I know how it feels like to be that way because I used to be that way. I know what it's like to not be able to communicate because you keep having a food craving. I know what that's like. And I started to feel bad for him. And it made me realize that maybe I care about my clients too much. And after that session, right before the next session, that morning, I said, well, good morning. We meet at 3 o'clock today. Why don't you make sure you have something to eat before, because I realized how you were really hungry last time. Just send a quick email. And that's that. I left it at that. Because sometimes I care too much, and it makes me suffer for other people's suffering. And but as a side benefit, I realized that when people are imputing that I'm starving or that I'm lonely, they actually care for me. They're not trying to sabotage. I mean, what they do is a whole nother story, but behind the scenes, they actually care. And my experience last month really gave me an insight on what's happening on the other side of the equation.